What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and today is December 28th. Just so you kind of have a time frame perspective of when I record these videos and when they go up and all that stuff. But yeah, it's been literally a couple days since I played this game, as in two. That is a couple. And last I remember, we just we acquired the Scylla 80, but we started making some progress. Oh, we also made a joke about the PT Spider, I remember that. We started making progress towards the GT World Championship, which is kind of, sort of, loosely the end goal. So, we'll start kind of continuing in that direction. So we're going to hop in the Muggin CRX, and we're going to go to Midfield Raceway, see how we fare. The car's completely stock, I haven't done any tuning or anything to it. Again, you know, it's kind of one of those things where, yes, I could cakewalk it. I could go ahead and buy, you know, the car that you need, basically. Depending on how you look at it, but look at the competition. I think we can do it. We can do it. Yeah. Feel the horsepower. Yeah, we're not doing bad. This is a Toyota Vitz, which is a horrible name for a car. Apparently he thinks this is NASCAR or something. But you can never go wrong with CRX. And did Falcon Tires pay to have their logo in this game like everywhere, or is it just me? Some of that not so glorious, not so present liftoff oversteer, you know? Super realistic physics, right? Yeah. Just the way the car wobbles through that corner. I've made that joke like 50 times already, but funny. And my God, you guys feeling frisky. All packed up, we got the lead, we're looking good. Of course, this game does have adaptive AI. Basically cheats and suddenly manages to go way faster than they ever should. So even though it may sound like this race is over and done with and all that good stuff, which it probably is, gotta keep on my game. Because they somehow just made it through that corner without even slowing down at all. They just took that corner flat out. That's what they do in Gran Turismo. Also grid up, double file going down the straightaway, I guess. Okay, just need to hang on to it. Don't need to get stupid. Just need to be careful on the last corner because they will run you over. So I'm going to take a bit more of a defensive line. And not put myself in a position to get run over by whatever that red car is. Because, yeah, much like Gran Turismo still to this day, the AI, just simply put, is a honey badger. It don't care, okay? It's just going through you, whether or not you're there. But we survived. Providing they don't kick in the nitro that they don't actually have, but, woo, yeah, victory! One step closer to being world champion. See, I'm even driving the Pro 2 because I'm so pro. I'm not just a single pro, I'm a double pro. Yeah. That's what it means. break and bank. But really, for you people out there who think that Gran Turismo is a grind, this is the most grindy part that Gran Turismo had until they started adding in stupid race links. Yeah. I don't think I got the horsepower for that series at this point, but I like a good challenge. Let's go to Tahiti Road, which is another one of those courses, FYI, that showed up in Gran Turismo 2, and only in Gran Turismo 2, never to be seen again. Meanwhile, we have stuff like Eiffelwald, or whatever it was. Eiger Nordwind. Hated that stupid course. Polyphony, why you no put Tahiti in PlayStation 3? Why? Come on. French cars. It's a Peugeot and a Renault. Or as I used to always call them, Renaults. And you know why? Because America. I speak Americanese, so it's a Renault. Just like the French do not put up a fight. Just kidding. All good-natured fun. Yep, so suddenly that Peugeot is like, oh hey, this is a race, I should go faster. But you can't go faster than me because you know what? Honda power! You can't beat a Honda. Ever. But you can't. Entirely joking. No! He'll buff out. It's just funny how similar every car in this game drives until you get to the race cars, which suddenly become like super glue, but at the same time they're totally not twitchy or responsive like you'd expect the race cars to be compared to the road cars. Oh, he's going up the inside! No! Bump me! Use your Renault! Use it like you mean it. It just means we have one chance left in the final corner. What's it gonna be? He runs wide. I take the optimal line. Slam it into fourth gear, flat shifting, coming to the line. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be use the slipstream. Slipstream power, Honda. You can't beat it. Yeah. I told you the French don't put up a fight. That's why I won that race. I was just toying with them. You know, that's all that was. Entirely. I had that in the bag from the start. And everybody knew it. You all knew it. You all knew it was going to happen. You knew there was no chance I was going to lose that race. Even though we were 100 horsepower under the limit. Oh, Italians. Easy. Well, let's see, what do we have in this race? Probably a Fiat Barchetta, as well as, well, see, there's the Fiat Barchetta, some Alphas, and then a big fat Lancia. I like our chances. I like our chances indeed. Seriously, that Fiat is so ugly. Although I will say I've never actually seen a picture of one. Obviously, we don't have those here in the U.S., but I haven't even seen a picture of them, so maybe they look better in picture than in circa 1999 polygonal graphics. Get out my way! Look at the mirror right now. Yeah. Pimpin' right there. See, the Italians put up more of a fight than the French. What does that really say? Is that slipstream again because that's smart tactical racecraft. And yeah, listen to that VTEC kicking in. Sending us to the front of the pack. Funny thing is, this is probably one of the most realistic sounds that Gran Turismo's ever had. Heyo! See, even the AI gets in on the smashing other cars into the wall to make the turn technique. It just isn't Gran Turismo without it. It isn't. Sorry. I'm probably going to get reamed here in the final corner. Yep, there they go. Not gonna have a lot of power coming out of the corner, but we should be good. Yeah, we got it. I mean, really, what is Gran Turismo without banging into other cars to make the corner? You can say all you want about how it's unrealistic and silly and all that stuff, but it's just what it is. And what's the difference between the Alpha 166? Oh, never mind. It's 166 and a 156. I suppose somebody's probably yelling at me. It's 166 and 156, not 166 and 156. Makes it sound unsophisticated. Gotta turn my volume down there. It's kind of loud, actually. As much as I love the sound of credits, I don't love it that much. So I'm going to take a victory drink here as we manage to stomp the low-end Italians. Their Japanese car because konnichiwa, I guess they say. And why is Trial Mountain in the UK? I'll be the first guy to say I've never been to the UK because I haven't. There's no need to pretend to, but this doesn't seem very UK-ish to me at all. Where are the mountains like that in the UK? Where are they? Seriously, did the Rocky Mountains just suddenly get picked up and lifted north of London or something? I don't know. Maybe there's a certain section of you guys' tiny little island with geology like this. Geography. We'll probably do some geology here, as I'm sure I'll bang this car into one of these rocks and do some nice close-up examination of the structure of these rocks. See? It just pushed right off line. Which, here's another little flashback for you. Every time I bump into a car in one of these old games, I just have to, whoa, it gets a little unstable at a 115 there. Test Drive Le Mans on PC, which was the better version. It was the more graphical one. The one that looked better. I think that was originally on the Dreamcast, but it had Tiff Needell as the voiceover commentator guy, and whenever you smashed into the cars, you'd always go, "Ooh, a little argy-bargy there. Thankfully, it's not serious." The voiceovers from that game just have stuck with me forever. The way he said Viper Team Orica GT2 every single time. It's just something I can't forget. And seriously, Lotus Elan versus Mini, which one do you want? Either way, I probably couldn't fit in either one of them. Silly people in their silly small cars. Hey, look at that. CRX, not a big car. Next to a Mini, ginormous. You know you're driving a very small car when it makes a CRX look gigantic. Like, I'm not even sure they actually did that full size in this game. That Mini looks even smaller than what it should be. Just looks... it's like a little... like 1/10 scale RC car. And he is about to get... like, banked on. Come on, front wheel drive! Pull me out of it! Yeah! Gran Turismo, how it's done. See, this is what I mean. This Mini is somehow keeping up with me. Even though I should, in theory, have like an extra 90 horsepower on him. Obviously, the Mini is lightweight, but I'm pretty sure it's only like a 3-speed, 4-speed in this game, if I'm not mistaken. But, doesn't matter, because guess what? We win again. Is Konnichiwa once again, because that totally makes perfectly good sense. Yes, I speak excellent Japanese. The MGF. What was the point of the MGF? To try and create a new MG? Which, I don't know. It just seems silly, to be honest. But then again, it's really kind of weird, you know, in a certain sense, because, well, obviously here in the U.S. we didn't get all those fancy cars and everything, and all that stuff, so doesn't necessarily make sense to me, but I'm sure it makes perfectly good sense to you guys, depending on where you live. Just like to many of you Europeans, you will never understand why our cars are boats here in the United States. But I'll just put it this way: I drove on a road earlier today that was literally 14 miles, and every single corner, air quotes there, could have been taken flat out at any speed. Yeah. Handling, not exactly a priority. Looks like we got some fancier competition here as we move upscale into the European class, German class. We got Opel, which just wants to go blitzkrieg on my bumper right about now. Volkswagen. Yes, this is fancy. This is upper crust stuff. This isn't your CRX racing thing. Car doesn't belong here. But we're going to show those Germans how it's done with a cheap, crappy Japanese car. In theory. Well, I'm pretty sure someone's like, dude, it's a Mugen RS, or Mugen CRX. That's not no crappy Japanese car. That's like the most amazing Japanese hatchback ever made. And Honda officially has like really confused me with the whole 3-letter X. I guess 2 letters then X naming system. You have the CRX, the RSX, the TSX, the RLX, the ILX. Of course, many of those are Acuras that you guys outside North America probably have never heard of, but Just crazy. Give your car a proper name. At least a name that makes sense. What does CRX stand for? Compact Racy Extreme. And yes, in my book, every time a car's name that is a small little hatchback ends in X, it stands for Extreme. Such as the Daihatsu Mira TR-XX, which stands for TR Extreme Extreme. That's how you know that car's awesome. It's doubly extreme. Really. We're again with the whole upper crust thing. Here in this race, how many German manufacturers would toss an X in their product? Okay, you have BMW with their X3 and X5 and X6 and that crap, but that's just to show that they're like extreme and can cross any terrain, which they totally will never, ever, ever, ever do, and probably are entirely incapable of doing anyways. But hey, that's not why you buy a BMW X3 or an X5. You buy one of those because you're a soccer mom. Yeah. Someone's about to say, I drive a BMW X3 and I love it. It's the most amazing car ever. It's the ultimate people hauling and driving machine. It's what's going to happen every single time. Your Mercedes. Your BMW. Okay, Opel sucks. Your Volkswagen. And your Audi. Lost my Honda. Ha! Ha! Just saying, just throwing that out there. I mean, come on. This is one of those comments where you make the comment about how you can build a Honda Civic that will run like 9-second quarter miles for like the price of a GTR, you know. And go faster and all that silly crap, because that really is a very fair comparison, you know. But here in the YouTube land, that is a very fair comparison, and we're gonna go ahead and add some power to the old Muggin CRX with this so stereotypical Asian music. Just yeah. Ow! I'm sorry if we're going to compete with the American cars in a straight line, because Laguna Seca is kind of a little bit unfriendly to a car like this compared to some of the competition, if I remember correctly. And I forgot that if the car's not naturally or not turbocharged from the factory, in this game there's like 2 cars that you can switch over to turbo. Brakes, yeah, why not? Maybe we can modify this up towards some of the more higher horsepower events in the early Gran Turismo event section. Now that we've passed our requirements, I don't like having to go into the settings and yeah, $16,000 for 6 horsepower. Yeah. Not only raises the compression ratio even further with high compression pistons and arc head polishing, or pistons and head polishing, but also boosts high RPM output by replacing the cams. More VTEC! Mounting reinforced valve springs. More VTEC! And polishing the ports. More horsepower for more VTEC! While the low-speed torque is diminished somewhat, how can you diminish low-range torque in a Honda? It just can't be done. The emphasis here is on boosting high RPM power, which means more VTEC! I don't know. Does the CRX even have VTEC? I'm pretty sure it does. Maybe it doesn't. I'm not a Honda expert. I don't claim to be. I like to poke fun at Honda because that's what I do. You know? Everybody does. Yeah. carbon drive shaft in a CRX. That's funner out there. I don't care who you are. Okay. We're ready to go take on those, as you guys from around the world like to call them, Yank tanks. Although there is no Buick Roadmaster in Gran Turismo 2. Although if there was, I would probably try and rally race it against an Evo and lose. So you got the Ford Ka, which totally isn't American at all. See, now they never even sold it here. Or the KA. Whatever it's supposed to be. Dodge Neon. Oh yeah. Avenger. The Focus. Yeah. Prime American cars right here. Definitely needed more power for this. We're gonna need it anyways. God, Laguna Seca is so terrible in this game. So terrible. This is terrible. But at the same time, it's not really. I mean, considering this is, you know, nearly 15 years old, obviously not laser scanned or anything like that. It's weird. Oh, it seems like around this time, Laguna Seca must have been really feeling friendly with their license. This track was in Sports Car GT as well, which some of you guys might actually recognize as ISI, Image Space Incorporated, the guys that do the R Factor series. It's one of their earlier sims, which was also on the PlayStation, as well as the PC. Laguna Seca was in that game. There was California Rush, I think it was. It was one of the Rush games, the arcade games, that ate quarters like no other. But had this track, I remember, or something very, 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 very supremely similar to the point where it was. And somehow, despite tuning my car and racing against competition that really is quite terrible, these guys are strangely a bit faster. To which I'll say, oh, it's because they're American made, so they're better, but it's a Ford Ka, KA, whatever it's supposed to be. It's not American at all. Just doesn't make sense. As well as the fact that the competition here in this race is nowhere near as stiff as some of the other competition. Such as the French one. I mean, Peugeot 106. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Remember, kids, Gran Turismo hyper-realistic racing simulator. That's why I just took the corkscrew with just touching the wheels in the middle of the track. Made it into one turn. Because again, hyper-realistic racing simulator, kids. Should have downshifted, but we'll wait for VTEC. Still waiting. Still waiting. Yeah! There we go. Dodge Neon ACR. That wasn't just a Neon. That was the ACR, the American Club Racer ACR. And yes, someone actually, speaking of VTEC, someone very clever, and totally don't know your name off the top of my head, but very clever. One of the best comments out there that I've read in a very long time. In one of my Spec Racer Ford videos in iRacing, he made a comment, VTEC just kicked in, yo, which I personally thought was quite hilarious. Because VTEC did just kick in. But, yeah. Just fun, okay? Not saying Hondas are the best car, although I do drive one, but that's not because it's the best car. And here's the battle of the ages: CRX, Mustang. Which one wins? God, what's that thing? I can't even tell what that thing is supposed to be. I should probably focus on the tachometer a little bit more. Whatever it is a frickin' boat. Look at that Mustang go! Look at that cornering ability. Yo, dog, I heard you like independent rear suspension. No, sorry. But hey, just remember this, folks. You Europeans out there, you guys can't build a car with a manual transmission apparently because you guys are all a bunch of sissies when it comes to your supercars. Oh, but the dual clutch is faster. It's better. It's more efficient. Yeah, you know what? Murica would like to have a word with you and say, screw you. We got H patterns because you can. Why not? That totally does not look like a Mustang in my rearview mirror, even though I know it's supposed to be. Great graphics. Ooh, feisty. But it definitely is kind of strange when you think about it nowadays with the country where I guess 3% of new cars sold this year will have a manual transmission is the country where you can still get a supercar, that fights with its competition with a standard, normal H-pattern gearbox. Who would have thought that would be the case, ever? I mean, just let that go ahead and sink in. Porsche GT3? Nope. Gotta get that fancy dual clutch transmission. Nissan GTR? Nope. Dual clutch transmission. Ferrari 458? Nope. Dual clutch transmission. Lamborghini? Nope. Well, I think, not sure what the new one uses, the one that's going to replace the Gallardo, but it won't be an H pattern. Guarantee it. And I know someone's going to say, well, the dual clutches are faster, so that's why, because they're better, because they're faster. So I shall say, no, they're not better. And, oh god, undies have been soiled in the CRX. Is that go-kart-like handling? And the AI race is tight in this game. They are vicious. They are vicious, man. Play the game of weave down the straightaway. Hopefully we manage to cross the line in one piece, and we're good. Yeah! So that one goes up out to all you Mustang GT 1998 version owners out there. Your car sucks! Just kidding, but look at the hilarity as that one rolls right there. Talking about racetrack, you would definitely expect the Mustang to be the slowest of the class, including a Plymouth PT Spider, a Ford Cougar. That'd be the new Cougar that was a front-wheel drive piece of crap. A Taurus, and a Ford Mondeo. Yeah! Gran Turismo. Super realistic. For sure. But hey, doesn't need to be. It's just gotta be fun. That's what matters. This game is fun. It is a fun indeed. Well, let's see here. Well, we've made good progress here. So, I think it's time I go attempt to try and embarrass some Germans in my little Honda. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see, it looks like we got a Golf, an Opel, I'm guessing an S3 or S4 in front of me. Oh, there's another BMW. Looks like a bike series of some kind. There are no M cars in Gran Turismo 2, which I think everybody was quite disappointed. Oh yay, BMW's in Gran Turismo 2. Oh yay, no M3, no M5. Nothing like that at all from any year. Can't have it. Does not exist. Really weird because it's like in a racing game, what is the point of having the not fastest version of the car? If you understand what I'm saying. But then again, I guess Gran Turismo never has understood that. That's why we have 17,000 different skylines and GTRs and all that stuff. You really only need a couple of those. I'll be honest. Nobody cares about having the one specific version or having the car that has to be its own specific model in the game because it has a different color than all the rest. Looking at it, you special midnight purple or whatever it is. Yeah, did you see that top-notch Honda precision and handling right there? Yeah, this guy in his GTI, he got a chance. Way up the inside. That's the way you do. GTI, he's feisty though. He is feisty. At least I hope it's a GTI. If it's just a standard Golf, I'm going to be displeased. Hopefully this Audi can get up here and give me a shove. Get that slipstream going. I know we're good in the last corner. I managed to gain a heap of time last time around, but we're not going to get a shove. We're not going to get a push on the rev limiter. Stick! Don't spin me. This is gonna be another close one. Honda power! Yeah! You silly Germans thinking you can make a car that's faster. Yeah, but it was a GTI, so I can feel good with that. 328i. Who wants to drive a 328i in a Gran Turismo game? Sorry. I like BMWs, but I don't want a 328. Especially with 4 doors. There's extra weight. Why? Why would I want that? I want the M3. And I know someone's going to be like, whoa. Empty box, you know, you can racing modify the 328 into the touring car that they raced way back in the day, and that race is going to have TVRs in it, so I'll probably get smoked. You know what? Let's bring it on. We might have a Corvette in here. See if we can embarrass America's true sports car with the CRX. Well, there's a Mustang Cobra, Challenger, GT350, Camaro SS, and a Shelby Series 1, you know, back when Shelby was going to make another run at it. Yeah, Oldsmobile engine. Probably not the best idea. That serves me right. I always thought the Series 1, that car right in front of me, was actually kind of really cool looking, in my opinion. Oh yeah, this race is definitely going to test my my bumper car abilities to the limit. Oh, a nice tight line there. Just don't have the horsepower. Need more VTEC. Come on. Because I'm very certain that a GT350 can make that corner at that speed. No! See, that's that weird thing where you get in there in Gran Turismo, you never know where you're going to end up. And give me your soul! Whoa there, Captain Cobra. Where do you think you're going? Or is that just a GT? Let's get a closer look. Push me! Bump draft! You're driving an American car. It's built for bump drafting. Haven't you ever watched NASCAR? It's America. Do it. Yeah, have you guys not gotten the impression that I don't like Mustangs? Come on! Give me some of that Honda power. VTEC! Kick in again! Double VTEC! Okay, we're making up time. We are closing the gap. Should we keep it flat out through here? Good tight line through there. Up the hill, we're gonna be basically tied to a post. Should we try and keep our distance? That way they don't send us flying. Fly into the invisible wall. Come on! Okay, we need to nail this corner, which totally is not actually flat like that at all. No! All because I rammed a piece of crap Mustang. I'm gonna finish second. Dang! Yeah, it was a Cobra. Thought so. I'm sure some Mustang owner is laughing right now saying, "Ha ha 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 ha! How dare you disrespect the greatest thing to happen to American automobile since ever! America! Drive a Mustang!" Or something like that. So, on that note, I'm going to save here, and in the next video, I'm doing a rematch, because I am taking down America with the CRX. Because, you know what? It's the CRX, and I'm actually really not a huge CRX fan, FYI. Well, just throwing that out there. This video has been in purely humor and comedic value, and all that stuff, which should hopefully have been clear, so... Can the CRX beat America? Tune in next time. Bye-bye.